Hello, it's Donna from Taffy Crafting. In my last video I made this card using the See a Silhouette DSP, and I wanted just to make another card with this using the back of that, and I've made something with this, and I'm going to show you how I've put that together. So I've started off with the usual card base, 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, scored down the middle at 4 1/4, not 4 1/4, 4 1/8, sorry. And so that gives you your standard card base. The next thing I did, so that's in Very Vanilla, I took another piece of Very Vanilla, and that measures 3 3/4. It measures 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. So 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and that sits on there like that. Now I got this idea from Pinterest. There's nobody I can credit this to. I've just seen it pop up on Pinterest. If I can see who it is that's designed it, I will put some kind of link in the description bar below. I must give some credit to the person that's designed this. So I'll have a look round when I finish this video and see who it is that originally come up with this idea. So what I'm going to do is I want to put this on there, but I want it raised. So I'll put it on there in a second and I'll raise it with some dimensionals. But first I want to decorate the card. And the first thing I'm going to do with that is take some of that DSP and put that right in that corner there. So I don't want any overlap on that. So I'm going to grab myself some Tombow and just glue the back of that. And my glue has, I've done my usual thing and left the top off the glue. There, it's finally got that going. I am a messy crafter, a very messy crafter. So I've made quite a few projects over the last few days, well really over the last 24 hours. Done loads of them so I can start scheduling them on YouTube, but my craft area is a complete disaster area. So after this card I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up. So I'm just going to put that on there so that it's right in that corner, and just while the glue is wet, just move that over a little bit. That's it. So we've got that, and it's almost halfway. I didn't get too scientific in the measurements. So that piece of DSP measures 2 inches by 5 5/8. So the next thing I've got is then another piece of Very Vanilla, and that measures 2 5/8 square, and that is going to sit on there like that. And again, I'm going to raise that. It's going to have multi-layered, this card. Now what I've done is I've taken the daisy punch. So there's the daisy punch. This is the large one, not the small one that came out in the new annual catalogue. This is the large daisy punch, and I've punched out 2 daisies, one in Very Vanilla and one in that DSP that I've just shown you from the See a Silhouette. So there you can see that's where I punched it out. And I'm going to start off by just putting that on there, and I'm going to line my paper up on the lines, and I just want to make sure that that petal and that petal match that middle line, and I might need to just move it over just a tad. That's it. So let's put some glue on it. So I've just put some glue just in the centre there. And just put that in there like that, so it's as central as you could possibly get it. I've just smidged the glue there. A little bit heavy-handed with that. So there's my daisy on there, and then I've got the Very Vanilla daisy. Just a little bit of glue on there, not as heavy-handed with the glue as I was on the last bit. And then I'm just going to place that right on top of there. Oh, like that. I've done it again. not concentrating. No, that's not right. Just while the glue is wet, just spin that round until you get it central. And then the last thing I want to do with that, I want to put something in the middle. I've got some of these rhinestones, but I don't think they're big enough. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with that yet. Should I just do my usual and stamp out a butterfly and stick a butterfly right in the middle of it? Why not? So there's my butterfly stamp. I've got some Night of Navy ink somewhere on this extremely messy desk. I'm kind of saying to myself, where has that gone? And I have put it down. There it is, underneath my paper. Definitely going to tidy up after this video. Definitely going to tidy up. So just inked up my stamp. Stamp that on there like that, just let that dry off a little bit. Grab my butterfly punch. We'll see if this works. It might not, but it's worth a go. Will this work? Oh no, that's not right. That is not right. I think I'm just going to leave it like that and put a rhinestone on it. I think that's the best I can do with that. And I don't even think this rhinestone is going to be right. Well, that's what it is now. That will do. So the next thing I'm going to do, there's two things I want to do, is put that on there, and I'm going to put a sentiment here. Now I was going to put the sentiment on Night of Navy, but actually I think I need to put the sentiment on Pretty Peacock. So let's move my, I'm using the congratulations sentiment from the Delightful Day stamp set. So I'm going to use this. But I'm going to grab my Pretty Peacock. That's going to match so much better. First time I've used this. So I'll stick that on in a minute. I'm just going to put that sentiment there. So just ink that up. Line it up. That matches perfectly. The Night of Navy would not have been right on that whatsoever. Let's just put that to one side and get my dimensionals. So back to this, and on the back of that, just while I'm loading these up, please come and subscribe to my channel. I am trying to get to 500 subscribers, and that's what I'd like to get to by the end of June. Now at the filming of this video, it's the 15th of June, so I've got 15 days to get to 500 subscribers, and I think the last time I looked, I think I was at 477. 476 or 477, so I'm almost there. It'll be wonderful to get to 500 by the end of June. That is my goal. Also, while I'm peeling all of these off, you can also find me on Facebook. Just search for Taffy Crafting. You can get the link to my blog in the description bar below. You can come and find me on Pinterest, where I put all of my links to just about everything on there, and also where I get my inspiration from. And somewhere on there is this card, and I forgot to get the credit for it before I started doing this video, so I'll make sure that I've got that for you in the description bar. Okay, so that's all of my backing off my dimensionals. Now what I want to aim for is that the top of that petal there and the bottom of that petal there is in line with the join between the cardstock and the DSP. I'm just going to put that on there like that. And then the next thing we're going to do is then trying to think if I actually want this flat rather than raised. Now I'm going to put that flat on there. Do I want it raised? Yeah, go on. I'm just going to really splash out on my dimensionals. Hate using all of these. So just put a few on there. I'm also doing a paper share at the moment, so please contact me, UK only I'm afraid, if you are interested in doing a paper share. That's all of the papers from the new annual catalogue. £33 payable by PayPal please, for 156 sheets of paper. Some of those sheets will be whole. So it might not be 156. 156 is if I cut every single piece in quarters, but some of them need to be whole. So if that is the case, then you won't get 4 out of a sheet, you'd get 1 whole sheet. I don't know if that actually makes sense, but you would get an exact quarter share. And I've just joined a paper share with 3 of my fellow demonstrators, and actually it does give you an awful lot of paper, and you can have a play with just about everything. And that's the whole reason for these videos. I'm taking one bit of DSP and seeing how far I can go with it. Okay, I just want to lay that down like that. Now, because we're using dimensionals, we're going to get this down first time. There we go. That wasn't bad. And there we have it. So a really understated greetings card, just using a small piece of DSP and a daisy cutout and some very vanilla card. Couldn't get any more simple than that, and so effective as well. So thank you for joining me. I'll be back again in a couple of days with another video, and I'll do another one using the Sia silhouette. I'm trying to do 3 projects per DSP, so I've got another one to go with this one. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again really soon. Bye bye.